Have you ever wanted to quit your job, find one that you choose because you like the work and not just the salary? Then, yes, this episode is for you. Hello there, this is Kamna Jain, and welcome to this episode of Hustle Today, a Learn Today initiative to share how the hustlers of our training program, the Digital Deepak Internship Program, have gone ahead and they share their stories how they have achieved what they wanted to. Today, we will have an interview with Smita. So, Smita was a batch 4 DDIP intern, and she will tell you how she went ahead and, quit her bank job, got married, had a break, but yet came back to find a job and work where she feels inspired to go every day. So, to find out her story, go ahead, tune into the episode, continue, and you'll find out how she went from working at a bank to finding a place where she loves to work. Let's welcome her and let's get into today's episode. Hey, Smita, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Kamna. How are you?
Good, good. Glad to have you here. Super
Pleasure,
excited.
pleasure, pleasure.
Awesome, awesome. How's your day going? Just before
It's
we,
going good.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
going a little busy today.
Okay,
So,
nice.
yeah.
Okay, cool. What does your typical day look like if, we are just to ask that?
Oh, why not? So,
Mhm.
my office is in UK timing. So basically, from 12:31 to 10:30, I'll be busy with my office.
Oh,
Before
at
that, it is just
okay,
daily
in the night
course.
or
Yes.
afternoon? When do you start generally?
Afternoon one,
Oh,
12:31.
okay. Oh, then that's pretty good, isn't it? Like you can
Yeah.
get things done. Then work.
Hmm.
Nice. Cool.
So morning,
So
I get
mhm,
time for myself. Like,
exactly.
no
Yeah.
hurry.
Yes. That's good. In fact.
Right.
Great, great, great. So where do we get started? Why don't you, just go ahead, talk a bit about, your background, what you were doing. I think as you have, just mentioned a while back that I guess you were working at a bank. So probably how did
Yes.
you end up there? And just take
Mm,
us on your journey from there onwards.
okay. See, right from childhood, we will have a few dreams that, I want to do that, I want to do this. I don't
Mm,
know for what reason, I always wanted to do MBA.
okay, nice. Yeah.
So maybe that is because my cousin sisters had kind of, you know, done that. So probably even I
Yeah.
wanted to do that. Because during childhood we feel like, oh, whatever our elders are doing is the right thing. So I
I mean,
did
that's
MBA.
so true. I mean, when you say that sentence, right, it just reminds me of a funny incident. So I think when I was like probably 6, 7 years old, me, my sister, and us cousins, we were all traveling in a cab. So me and my
Mhm.
sister, we were sitting in front, and somebody asked her, "Who's your favorite actor?" So she said Shah Rukh Khan. So somebody asked me, I was like Shah Rukh Khan. Then someone asked her again, or she said Hrithik Roshan. So I'm also like Hrithik Roshan. So I think when we are like very small, that's like
Right,
we look up to certain people, and then it
right,
seems like okay, what they say, yes, that's correct. So I can
right,
definitely relate.
right. So that
Hmm.
is how I, you know, ended up doing MBA.
Hmm.
So during my MBA, I was like, I'm not much of a people person.
Okay.
So I was like forced to take finance,
Hmm.
but which unfortunately I am such a person that who cannot sit for hours in front of a computer and do stuff, or neither like go out and mingle with people. So I was kind of a like neither here nor there person. So after MBA, I landed in a job with ICICI. So basically, during recruitment, they were told that it is a deputy manager role. So we were like, oh, I'm becoming a deputy manager, that, this, and all. So yeah, and I was posted in Mumbai.
And where
So
you right now?
I
Like where you from?
belong to Mysore.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
after
pretty close to
getting
Bangalore.
married,
Okay.
I'm
Hmm.
settled in Bangalore. So
Acha.
yeah,
So that time where were you? But originally when you got the job in Bombay?
I was in Mysore.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was in Mysore. So like I had to move to Mumbai, a very new place,
Hmm.
a very new language. I didn't know Hindi, so I didn't know
Oh,
Marathi. So
okay. Mhm.
Yeah, when I went there, it was like basically, above all, I was such a person who did not actually like to mingle with everybody. So, like, it was such a big this thing for me. Yeah, but then I thought, okay, let me give a try. Nothing wrong in giving it a
Mhm.
try, and it will definitely give me some exposure. So I just went there. I was like, oh God, this is not I am meant to do.
Okay, why did you feel that?
See, basically in banks, no offense, usually how it starts is like, managers, usually branch managers. So they usually call out for a meeting, and I was basically a relationship manager for high net worth individuals.
Okay.
So yeah, basically it used to start like, oh, you have this target today, you have that today. Why have you not done
Mm.
that? Why have you not done this? You have not
Micromanagement.
Yes, you have not bought that sale,
Mm.
sale, and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
that used to kind of, I personally used to feel like, okay, my day is always starting in a very bad vibe.
Mhm.
So I actually did not like that. So I was like, with no second thought, I quit the job in 7 months. So I came
Oh,
back.
wow.
I was
Mm.
like, thinking what to do. So when I applied for a few jobs in Mysore, basically they were like, "Oh no, sir, no, ma'am, you're very talented.
I
You're
think
not
you said
meant to
no,
be."
sir, also, right? I think that just also
Yeah,
reminds me that a lot of times people actually say that, even if you're a
yeah. That
woman.
that is because I had been with my dad. So,
Okay, that's
so
why.
people used to
Mm.
tell that to my dad, not me directly.
Okay, okay. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Then,
a general notion. You'll see if you're ever contacting someone on WhatsApp, okay, and if your
hmm,
name is not visible, the
yeah,
response is generally never hello, sir, or ma'am. It's just hello, sir.
yeah.
Generalized. It's a mail only.
Right.
Yeah. So
So
then,
yeah, they were used to like, oh no, 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 this job will not be a right fit for your daughter.
mm,
So I think she should try something in Bangalore, not here. So
okay.
which I didn't wanted to relocate.
Mm,
So yeah, but then after a few months, I fortunately, met my soulmate and got married. So I had a huge break of 1.5 year.
wow.
So I was like, oh God, I've already taken like 1.5, 2 years break. What do I do now? I
Mm,
never wanted to go back to banking again. So yeah, for almost 1.5 year, I was like completely blank. I did not know what to do. But my inner mind always used to tell me, no, this is not you. Like, you're not meant to do this. You're not meant to be like this. So, you are meant to do something
So
that
what do you
you
mean by,
actually
so you
enjoy.
said that,
Enjoy.
not meant to be like this. So what are you
So
referring to
yeah,
like this? Mm,
that time I usually be like, I was not occupied with anything.
mm,
So see, right from my childhood, I was brought up in a environment where, like, my dad always used to tell me, like, you should not ask anybody for a job. You should be in a position to give jobs. So I am brought up in such a mindset. So when I got married, it was very new to me to get adjusted here, there, and everything. So it was like I ended up doing nothing apart from like cooking, household chores, and stuff like that. So I was really pissed off. So yeah, but then fortunately, while I was just surfing on Instagram, I just came across digital marketing. So till then, I did not know ABCD of digital marketing. So yeah, then I thought, okay, let me give it a try. At least if this not works out, but then yeah, I can keep myself occupied. I can
mm,
learn something at least. So I just bought a course on Instagram. After that, I started digging deep into digital marketing. So
mhm,
that kind of like, it interests me. It interested me a lot. So
mm.
I was like, oh yeah, this is what I am supposed to do. So yeah, then after that, I started following DD's free courses and stuff.
Mm.
And
Or did
then
you sign up
I
for the 25 free video?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That
Yeah, that course.
free
Yes.
digital marketing
Yes.
course.
The lead magnet. I think
Yeah.
I am here for the same reason, like literally same place where I entered, his funnel too.
Hmm.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I had signed up for many such free courses.
Ah, that's
So
okay.
when I compared among all of them, I was like, oh, this man is giving so much value, so much information. So then I ended up in one of his webinar.
Okay.
And fortunately, that was the first webinar I attended, and it was about DDIP.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was like, oh no, I mean, with the free videos itself, I had built a lot of trust on him.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, I should go with this. So any which ways, I'm always free at home. I will have a lot of time to do assignments. If not gaining anything, at least I'll get my money back.
Yeah.
So I that is how I landed up there. But then fortunately, after that, I got an internship
Okay.
opportunity
So it
from
happened after
DDIP.
the. Okay. Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
while
interesting.
I was doing DDIP, I
Mhm.
got an opportunity. So during DDIP, I already had my own blog. I had
Hmm.
learned all this Elementor and stuff.
Hmm.
So all page builders. That is because I had to implement everything on my blog. So
Yes.
while I landed upon an interview in the internship, I did not have anything. I did not give them a resume. I just
Hmm.
showed them my blog. This
Oh,
is what
wow.
I've done.
Wonderful.
So
What's your blog,
yeah.
by the way? Feel free to mention it or
So it
share it
is
now.
Smita for you, but now I've taken a pause.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely okay. And
right.
I think
That is
that's one
just
of
to
the,
experiment.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, that's the best perspective. Like, so many people don't start
Mm,
a blog because they think, oh, what if I want to change my niche later? Or what
yes.
if, it is not good? Anything. I mean, that's the best part. It's your property. You can stop it
Right.
anytime. You can start anytime. You can change it, modify, delete, do whatever you want. So
Right.
that's very normal.
So
Hmm.
yeah, after that, I that is typically because I was like very busy with that internship. It was like basically it was a startup, so I had a lot of things to do. I usually ended up working for 10-12 hours a day,
Hmm.
along with that newly married and had other household stuff. I actually did not find time to continue that, so I just thought I'll take a pause from this. But then yeah, having my own blog is always my uh, go-to thing, so
Yes.
whenever I find time.
Hmm.
So during internship, I was like basically into content writing. So I had published almost like 120, 130 blogs there.
Oh, wow.
So
That's commendable.
right. But then all were like micro blogs, so which were like 500, 600 words long, so not lengthy ones. So yeah, after that, I was also given an opportunity to handle their entire blog website. So basically the
Mhm.
entire blog thing was handled by me, right from
Hmm.
content design, layout, and everything. So yeah, and fortunately within 2 months I got promoted as from an intern to digital marketing manager inside the company. So that was
That's,
like oh, then I'm
hmm.
actually in the right direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, after 9 months I worked with them for 9 months, and then I thought, okay, I'll just quit. I'll do something else because I'm giving like 10-12 hours a day. So and I'm just earning like 25,000 odd.
But that was for your
So
internship also.
yes.
Not
So
bad. I
basically they
mean,
promoted me, but there was
hmm.
not any salary
Okay.
hike or
Okay.
anything.
So as long as you were an intern, that was fine because yeah, as an intern,
Yes,
25K is a good
yes,
salary. But for your
right.
full time, you were looking to upgrade and upskill more.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought, okay, if I give like 10-12 hours a day, if I do something of my own, probably I will get more.
Hmm.
So yeah, I thought, okay, I will do some freelancing.
Mhm.
So I had, fortunately, people had reached out to me for
Okay. How did that happen?
services. So basically, in my circle, like 2 3 people wanted to start their own business, so they had reached out to me, like oh, we are planning to do that, this, you give us this. So but then when I actually dig deep into freelancing thing, I found out like for one person I had given a quotation of 40,000, where that person was like, no, no, we should do it at 28 30K max, we don't have that budget and stuff like that. So but then when I actually like set up the time, like what for each specific task, how much time it would actually take. So then I understood, okay, this will probably take at least a month, 1.5 months. So I was like, so both of them are same, like working in a job also would yield me 25,000, and now also probably, okay, then I was like, okay, maybe I should try something else. So that is the time when I saw DD's bonus weeks videos. So
In DDIP,
I,
the last 4 bonus weeks that we
yes,
had.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Internships last 4 bonus weeks.
Hmm.
I thought, okay, let me do affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So that is like, I can do my full-time job as well as I
Hmm.
can do this as a side hustle. So
Yeah.
because as pandemic has taught everybody that one source of income is not enough. So I thought,
So was
okay,
that
let
the
me do.
first time you got into affiliate marketing, or you knew something about it before that?
I knew a very little, but then
Basic.
I got a in-depth understanding about affiliate marketing when I saw the video. Like, I got a very good picture of affiliate marketing.
Hmm.
So yeah, I bought a few courses, and fortunately, there was a opening with CJ, Commission
Okay,
Junction.
wonderful.
So which
Yes.
is totally into affiliate marketing for
Mm,
decades.
mm,
So I thought, oh my God, I should get into this.
mm.
So yeah, and to be frank, I did not prepare even for a day for that interview. I
Okay.
was like, DDIP, if I have to say, it has removed a lot of fears in me,
Okay.
lot of procrastination. Oh, and a lot of like what to tell you. Hmm, like it has given me a lot of confidence. So usually I used to feel like, oh no, this I cannot do it.
Mm.
Now it is like, okay, everybody is doing, let me give it a try. Who will give a shit? People will forget in a week.
Nice.
If I
Okay.
do anything
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly. Correct.
I felt that especially when we had an assignment to do a webinar. So I was like, oh God, I've
Mhm.
never faced a camera before. How do I do this? But then, yeah, after I did that, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this as well.
Mm. Nice. Great. Awesome. Hmm. So you also mentioned that, you overcame some fears. Any primary ones that you think you can label, or what was it?
Yeah, basically, that is what I said. I was like always fearful. Okay, people will think bad that,
लोग क्या कहेंगे?
yeah,
What will people say?
yes, yes. What will
Yes.
people tell? And,
Mm.
maybe I look very, foolish in front of them,
Mm.
things like that. But now in DDIP, especially, it was like I'm from batch 8. So we had 1,000+ students. I used to feel like, okay, all 1,000 are doing what's special with me.
Batch
Okay,
8,
let
or
me do.
I think 4, right?
No, batch 8.
Okay, okay. Cool,
Oh no,
cool.
yeah. Sorry, batch
Yeah,
4.
exactly. Wait, I'm like, wait, I know you from batch 4. Like, batch 4, we
Sorry,
remember.
sorry.
And yes, yes. And that's the only batch that was, that
Right.
huge also. Now we've set a
Hmm.
cap, and also you guys were like the only lot to be there.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, is my life a delusion? I'm like, since batch 4, I remember you. So I'm like, how
Right,
did
right.
that happen?
Okay.
Like, we have a lot of people also. So I'm like, fine, maybe I've gotten confused. Which is why I was
Hmm.
like, what is it?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I'm from batch 4. I got
Yeah, yeah,
confused for a
no
minute.
problem. That's okay.
So,
Yeah.
hmm.
Mm.
So yeah, that is how it
Mm.
is going, and now I absolutely love what I'm doing.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful.
I have, like, before DDIP, I had a lot of confusions to what to do in the career, but now I'm like clear.
Mm.
For next 4-5 years, I'll have to, understand the industry in depth. Alongside, I should start my journey with affiliate marketing so that I'll have two sources of income.
Mhm.
So yeah, probably after that I will start a
Mentoring.
coach, yeah, mentoring on affiliate marketing.
Look like you look like a fit for it. And I guess, I don't know, somewhere that vibe was clear that you want to get into that.
Yes.
Great. So all in all, I can see that, I think one thing for sure was that, you had the courage to actually quit your job. I guess that little voice, it exists in all of
Yes.
us. Okay, I'm not
Yes.
liking it. Yes, this is not the right fit. But I think what happens is herd mentality. That's a very powerful thing. People
Right.
see around, yeah, everybody is sacrificing their, like, especially when we are young, right? We feel, okay, let us sacrifice our youth to earn money so that, tomorrow we are happy. But even while we're doing that, a lot of people feel that, no, this is not for me. I need to do something else. But I think we
Right.
ignore that voice. Nahi, nahi. It's just me. This is the best way to do it because everybody is doing it. So I can say that
Right.
somewhere you had the courage to, actually listen to what you really felt and quit your
Yeah.
job. And I think not once. You quit your job once after 7 months, your internship after 9 months, and then
Right.
you finally, also found where your heart lies. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool journey. Mhm,
So that confidence I actually built only from DDIP,
mhm.
to be very frank.
Okay.
Like, the amount of knowledge we usually gain from the course is like, okay, we can do.
Mm.
We will, and also the community, especially. So whenever we fall, there will be people holding, like,
Yes.
oh, baby, don't fall. We are here to lift you up. So it is
Yes.
such kind of a community. So yeah,
Yeah.
obviously we get that courage and
True.
like
True. Mm. So since I mean, you mentioned these are the things that helped you in DDIP. So if I were to ask you the top three things, right? What are your top three takeaways from your journey with DDIP? What would they be for you?
yeah, especially I was like, as I told you, I was like very depressed and confused as to what I have to do. So in the DDIP first week, it was all about mindset.
Mm.
So that was like, a
Yeah.
very great start for
Yes.
me. And, we were actually supposed to publish all our like, like 10-20 years dreams.
Mm.
So that taught me to dream big. So
Yeah.
it is possible or not, that is a different story, but then at least you should aim there. Like if you aim for 100, at least you will reach 50, 60, 70. So yeah, that is one very big takeaway. And
Mhm.
after that, as I said, I have overcome fear. So basically, okay, what will people think? Nothing. People will forget in 2-3 days. So everybody are busy with their own life, so nobody will give a shit. So yeah, and the third one is like, try. Nobody is perfect. Like,
Mm.
only when you try you will become good at it, better at it. So yeah, whatever it is now, I will, okay, let me give a try, let me give a try. So I have that kind of a mindset now. So yeah, that is one
Awesome.
thing. And
Mhm.
one more big
Yeah.
thing was like, usually digital marketing is misunderstood for social media marketing.
Mm.
So yeah, that kind of gave me a very different perspective on social
Sorry,
media.
I think I lost you there. You said that people confuse digital marketing with social media marketing, and
Yeah,
then.
social media marketing. I think it was week 6 we had the
Mm.
social media
Oh,
marketing.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, okay, this is something nice. Okay, let me learn.
Mm.
So I ended up like, realizing that we are using social media just to consume content, not actually like, creating content.
Build your
So
tribe. Yes.
yeah. So yeah, after that I was like, whenever I scroll up the feed, I used to be
Mhm.
like, oh, social media is not meant for this as a digital marketer. So I should
Yes.
create content, not consume,
Right.
all. So usually, as you know, like, we end up spending like 2-3 hours a day at least on social
Mm.
media scrolling feed. So yeah,
Yes.
now I have stopped doing that.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, that is saving me like 2-3 hours a day.
Mm.
Probably I can utilize it in some productive way.
Mm. Wonderful. So now you also said that, you started with some other courses which you came across on Instagram about digital marketing.
Right,
Then you came into DDIP, that helped you
right,
get an internship. And
right,
as a part of DDIP, when you went through the bonus weeks, that helped you get the job somewhere. So from what it sounds like, yes, you got started, but somewhere you started seeing results after you went through DDIP per se.
right.
So what are the two things, or what are the top few things that you think were different in those courses that you did and with your experience at DDIP that actually helped you get the results?
Okay, so basically DDIP is like, a very in-depth course for a digital marketer. Like, especially if somebody wants to start their career with digital marketing.
Mhm.
So yeah, as I said, like, it kind of gives us a lot of opportunities within the tribe itself. Like, there will be people who has already been in the field for quite some time, there will be people who are new. So that kind of exposure we get, and we get to understand the industry better, we get to understand the concepts better. So basically DDIP was a 360-degree course for me. Like, it used to touch up on every aspect of digital marketing each week, so that I could make a decision what was right for me, what was not right for me.
Right. So somewhere you're saying that you got exposure to all the facets and sides of digital marketing, and that
Right.
helped you make a more informed and better decision.
Yes.
Right. Anything else that you felt made the difference, or this was the primary factor for you?
Yeah, especially the content. Like, usually the other courses will be like a few recorded videos where, like, we don't have anybody to reach out, so they just take like 5,000, 6,000, and then it is done.
Mm.
There is no support, there is nothing. But in DDIP it is like we are forced to do assignments, and when it comes to assignments I should give at least 90% credit to you. That is because I personally always used to look up for your Q&As. So once I watch the assignment videos, I'll be like, okay, this maybe I cannot do it alone, I should wait for Kamna's session. So only then I can complete it. So yeah, the course basically forces us to take action.
Mm.
So the other courses were like, okay, it is just a course, it is on
Mm.
us to complete or not complete. But here we are forced to do assignments because we get cashbacks.
Yes, that's the motivation mechanism, and I think you put
Right.
it really, beautifully. Because see, what happens with courses is once you sell, the work is over.
Right.
Okay. For us, it's like once we sell, our work starts because it's not
Right.
a course. It's just that access. But your journey is with us with, for whatever the next 3 months, 4 months. So that's when the work is starting, because if we are giving you the content, if you're not consuming it, how will you get results? So it's
Right.
not your job, it's our job to make sure that you are consuming the content, you are doing the assignments. And that's exactly how I think you mentioned a while back that when you went for your interview, your resume wasn't what worked. Literally, it was your website. But if
Right.
we didn't have assignments, if somebody just tells you make a website, you'll be like, I can never do it. But if we break it down in assignments, that's somewhere I think, it feels like, yes, I can do it. I mean, because I was a batch one intern myself, right? So it's very relatable that why these things work.
Right.
Awesome, awesome. So all in all, with like all your learnings, all your expertise, and everything that you have learned so far, so how much do you think that you have been able to earn for yourself after DDIP, a cumulative number?
Okay. So 1.5, probably 3 lakhs during my internship and my job with startup. So
Mhm.
now basically 25,000 would come to 3 lakh per annum.
Mm, mm,
That was my package that time. Now
mhm.
my package is 5.
Okay, wow. So that's somewhere close to 8 lakhs after DDIP.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, wow. I think I don't even know how many times of your return on investment and time that would be, but that's wonderful.
Right.
So, one thing, if I were to ask you that, okay, this is what you got. So, what are the few skills that you think you have, developed after DDIP got over for you, related to
I
digital marketing and otherwise, since you mentioned it was beyond for you as well. So, what are the few skills that you have
Yeah,
built?
so basically I was learning funnels. I actually took up a very basic courses on affiliate marketing, but then yeah, I always look up for advanced course on affiliate marketing from DD. So yeah, I am like, for now I'm balancing both my job
Mhm.
and as well as trying to learn something new in affiliate marketing
Mhm.
space. So, and
Okay.
funnels is such that, it will not only help us sell affiliate products, but then yeah, we can build our own products. So that might probably help me in future when I start my coaching or
Mm.
mentoring.
Okay, nice. Yeah, but I was asking more in terms of after the internship, since I think you said that, you started with content writing as well,
Right,
somewhere, so many blogs. So that was one
right,
skill that you felt you developed. Second was you
right,
overcame procrastination. And I think that's very much a skill, much needed, I guess. People take
right.
courses also. How do you wake up at 5? How to overcome procrastination? So it's actually become a skill these days, with work from home,
Right.
especially. So what are, some of these key skills that you feel that, yes, after you look back at, the Smita before DDIP and the Smita you are now, what do you think are the few skills that have,
Mm,
been added to your name in between?
okay. Now I have been mingling with people better
Oh,
when
wow.
compared to before.
Mhm.
So that is one thing. Like that was my biggest challenge. So
Okay.
basically, whenever I have to speak to a stranger, I would be like, no, I don't want to do. Oh God, no. So but now I was like, okay, what will that person do? Like, he will not eat me off.
Correct.
So yeah, I am in that kind of a mindset now.
Mhm.
So apart from that, I've learned curating content, like especially learning a lot of things when it comes to content, like because it kind of um, needs a lot of research.
Mm.
So that kind of gives us a lot of knowledge with respect to how should you actually research,
Mm.
so to
Yes.
curate a content. So yeah, that is one thing. And I'm pretty confident to design a website now.
Great.
So, yeah, if not with HTML, yeah, but then we have all that page builders,
WordPress.
website
Yes.
builders.
Yes. And WordPress are biggest savior.
Yes, yes,
Wonderful.
WordPress and Elementor
Mm. Yeah,
especially.
definitely.
Right.
Awesome. So what else, if I was just to ask you to just overall describe your DDIP journey, what would, your few words for your journey be?
So yeah, it was like a roller coaster ride.
Mhm.
It was actually life transforming.
Mhm.
I'm not just telling this for the sake of telling, but then yeah, it actually changed my life. So yeah, basically it was like, whenever I had fear, it was like it was pushing, no, you cannot be fearful. So you have to do it, you have to push yourself. So yeah, that is one kind of thing. Basically, people tell, if you have that, what do you tell, desire to do something, universe will support you. So
Yes.
I always think Didi came to me in such kind of this
Oh,
thing.
wow.
So yeah.
That's beautiful. Great. So one final question to you would be, so, a lot of people, I think, see, the thing with digital marketing is, yes, it requires experimentation, and not just digital marketing, I feel with life also.
Right.
However, if, somebody is just getting started with digital marketing, and
Hmm.
in any way, if they feel that, okay, they're feeling, I think, so you are someone who has gone through that chaos of being in a place, not knowing what to do, wanting to do something. And what is chaos, right? When you are something, but you want to be something else, and there's a gap, that's when chaos comes in. So a lot of
Right.
people feel that, yes, I want to do something, I want to do this, but they're just lost. So what's your suggestion to, someone who's going through this particular phase right now?
Okay, I would say listen to your heart
Mhm.
and believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything.
Mhm.
And don't be fearful, be courageous. Yeah.
Basically,
If
in
you
one
believe
word.
in yourself,
Mhm.
yes, you
Yeah.
can achieve anything in life.
Mm, great. So I think to summarize, it's like believe in yourself and keep hustling. Simple
Yes,
formula, right?
right, right.
Great, great. Super, Smita. I think it was really nice knowing your story. A lot of things I didn't even know. So it was very interesting to know how things panned out, how you never gave up, how you continued. And I'm very happy to know that, yes, with DDIP, we were able to, somewhere bring you the results. And I mean, to just see it and to know it. Okay. Like we keep seeing messages. Okay, I got this, I got that. But here, when I sit and I talk to you and you actually, so outright there say that, yes, it has happened because of DDIP, it just makes me realize that, okay, wow, yes, this is the change. And definitely with DDIP, we can only get these results if you and people like you continue putting in those efforts. So thank you for being
Yes.
so awesome, so courageous, and keep hustling. And all the best to you for everything that's coming ahead.
Thank you so much. It was glad.
Awesome. Take care and I'll see you soon.
Sure.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.